The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
Ryan Wilkes here with head softball coach Michael Graves on the Eagles Sports Network as we break down the 2025 schedule for the Lady Eagles. So, Coach, first of all, before we get into the nooks and crannies of the schedule, what's your overall thoughts on the schedule coming up for you guys?
Well, we wanted to get a tougher schedule as far as strength, and we thought we had a pretty good schedule last year. We didn't get a little help from teams that had won in the past, that had down years last year, and so no luck of ours, we got dinged for strength of schedule. So we tried to work on it best we could this year.
So this year you start the season at home as opposed to last year. You're on the road for most of February, didn't play at home till February 25th. What kind of benefit does that serve you guys to kind of start the season at home and ease into things a little bit?
Well, it helps us budget-wise to save money. We don't have the hotel costs and the long bus trip. But, it's going to be cold, and we knew that. But hopefully we're helping budget-wise.
So it's a non-conference schedule where you see a lot of common teams from last year. You start with Concord and Kentucky State, but you also get some new opponents coming into the fold. You got North Georgia, who's obviously a really quality team, made the Super Regionals last year, and you got Ohio Dominican, who's a new team coming in as well that made it to the regional. What kind of challenge and opportunities does this non-conference schedule give you guys?
Well, it's better competition. I don't think we have played bad competition in the past. Like I said, we just didn't get the help that we were looking for with wins and losses last year as far as strength of schedule. North Georgia's always a perennial power. Normally always go to the College World Series. They're good. We know they're good. Ohio Dominican, we've played in the past couple of years, was a slugfest when we played them a couple of years ago, and it'll help us.
You got a lot of in-state teams on this non-conference schedule as well. You got King, you got Milligan on the schedule, and you got some other in-state teams like Southern Wesleyan. What kind of service does that serve your girls to play some in-state teams this year?
Us and King have always had good games, no matter whether we've been good, they've been good. We always seem to play each other tough. I like Kylie, and she does a good job with her program there, so it's just fun to play them. Milligan's kind of new to the schedule last year, but it was fun, and they've got a Hall of Fame coach, and anytime you can play a legend like that, it's good for the girls, so it'll be fun.
So looking at the conference as a whole, you talked about the wins and losses last year, not necessarily helping you guys in your favor. The top 5 teams in the conference, including you all, were above 500, but that bottom 8 was below 500 last year. What are you expecting of the conference schedule this year?
Hopefully it gets back to where it has been traditionally. Even though our bottom part of our conference had a losing record, you alluded to, it's not normally like that. And we know how good the bottom part of our conference is, or traditionally has been. But if we can get them back up, our conference schedule normally helps us by itself with strength of schedule, and we don't need a lot of outside help. But hopefully we get back to that.
So one stretch in particular in that SAC schedule, you go to Wingate and Anderson back-to-back. Before we hopped on here, you're talking about a big opportunity that week for you guys. What kind of opportunity does that serve for your team to play 2 of the top teams in the conference back-to-back?
Well, hopefully the early part of our non-conference schedule has put us in a position to where we're playing well, number one. Number two, getting the opportunity to play them. Hopefully we're hot coming into it and we're on a roll. And it's good that we're going to get to play them, I guess, back-to-back instead of kind of separating them to where, we've got 4 games to really help out ourselves.
So Lenore Ryan at the end of the year to wrap up that schedule, they made the championship series last year. So if you're on the cusp there at the end of the season, how do you feel that those 2 games serve you guys well at the end of the year?
Well, it has a chance to help us out a lot, playing, I'm sure, probably going to be a nationally ranked program. And it's one of those where it'll help you out, and hopefully it doesn't ding us so bad, if it doesn't go our way.
So looking at the schedule as a whole, you got a mixture of experience and newcomers coming into this team this year. What are you hoping to see from your team throughout the schedule?
Offense is looking really, really good. In the fall, they just pounded the ball, and we hit the ball off some really good teams that we thought. Pitching-wise, pitching was better than we probably anticipated with a lot of new faces. Sierra had a really good fall back there. It's nice having Riley back. The freshmen come along well, so I think pitching is much improved.
Ryan Wilkes here with head softball coach Michael Graves before the Eagles get started in early February here on the Eagles Sports Network.